Well, we finished batteries yesterday, so now I want to go back and tidy up the train lines, make sure they're supported, and observe them, because I think we need to change a few things to make them operate better. So I'm just going to fiddle around with some of that for a bit, and then see where that takes us. So we've got the sulfur train line to start off with. Sponger, hello, welcome. Good to see you. That one's fine. Just have to keep heading this way. I may make some more changes to the train lines. I feel like I want to have the center track heading out and the outer tracks heading in, crossing over when needed. Don't know. Where are we? That's what I want. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Big brain. Adriel, how you going? Welcome. How am I? I'm doing not too bad, thank you. Actually, no, we'll leave that one like that. Pretty relaxing day at work, so now we're just chilling, playing some games. I hope everything is well and good. It is indeed. Thank you. Cannot say the same because it's Monday. Well, I've just had my Monday here, so trust me, everything is well and good. Yeah, I think I'm going to change some of this.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3, 4.
Nice try, Firehammer.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How are you today? And Why is that disappeared? That must have already been on 3. It was. Okay. Well, that's handy. 9? Yeah, this one. Home early from work, so you would say good. I would agree with you on that one. I don't need these double height. Right, it's better. So now we're just doing tidying up at the moment. That's the one there, I think. Yep. Pretty close. I reckon I'll put this one here. Yep. And put these in. Now, I haven't seen the train come back yet. But I haven't seen them stopped either. So we'll just let them be. Oh, there's a train. So I've got that one. No, I don't think I do. Alright, we need to do some blueprints, I think. If I did this, and then if I did 9, this, oh, they don't work, do they? That one, yeah, they're all frustrating. Let me just put this here as a temporary. Right, so that would be there. So then I want this one. That one. Yeah. Alright, so I want that there. It's one of these annoying things that but it's going to save me a bit of fiddling around in the long run. This blueprint is so hard sometimes when there's so many other blueprints around. Right. It worked that time. No, I don't know why the blueprint doesn't work. Oh no, it does. Perfect. I will shut up. Yeah, see, it worked here, but it doesn't work. Very strange. Oh, maybe it's the rotation. That's what it is. I'm glad I worked it out. Oh no, they're all wrong. Well, no, actually, just this one's wrong. Alright. Do it. Get all these in place. It's going to be a bit frustrating. Unless I do that. That'll work. Right, over here. I don't think I've heard a train go past, which could be disturbing. Yeah. We gotta fix that. So yeah, alright. We've got some work ahead of us. Finish this. I kind of know what needs to be done. It's a bit of a lot of work. But it needs to be done. This one here looks off. And they all look a bit off. That one's okay. That one's okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Don't really want to know. Just gonna accept it. They're all off. Why are they all off? Just going to accept that's how it is. Alright, so that's what I want. So that's rails by 3 by, oh god. I'm just annoyed I can't copy and paste a name into the clipboard. Right, okay. Bridge 90 Mark II Max. But that's yeah, alright. Well. Alright, so I have, now that I've rails by 3 Mark II Max. It's going to go in here. Right. Now I'm also going to get rid of I just want the bridge itself. That's it. Where do I want to put it? Transport. I think it just goes into this one here. Alright, I'm going to place this I don't even have a 90 because that's a 45. We're going to fix this up. First we're going to, well, we're going to start fixing trains. So I want, guys, how you going? I want the center to be outbound and these ones to be inbound. Is that possible? I would say I want to get rid of going on a bit of a catastrophe here. I'm gonna, yeah, it's all gonna be a bit chaotic for a sec. Trains are broken and I need to fix them. I broke them. No one else, just me. We're going to redo all the signals. A train has derailed. I bet it has. I wonder why these remain. You have to redo the joins. And have you derailed? I'd say the trains aren't joining those locations. Right, so I reckon so I'm going to let a few go. There's others waiting to come out because of this. Ah, and because I got rid of all the... Well, I reckon what I can do is... I wanted this to be outbound, the center to be outbound. That'll let me queue some up for a bit. Right. That's a block going that way. I don't want. That's a path going that way. Yep. I think I know what I'm doing. Hold on. No. No, I don't. Oh, yeah. No, I do. Yeah. I don't. So that's a block. And the block is inbound, right? So I want all my blocks on the right side heading inbound. I've got a feeling here. I want to get rid of all these unnecessary turn signal connectors. That's a block going outbound. It's a block coming inbound. Right. This is a block coming inbound. And this is a block going outbound. And then there should be outbound blocks this way as well. No, these are inbounds. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to fix all of these. No. Right, now. That's an outbound block. Yep. But there should be no inbound block. That's an outbound path. Yep. This is an inbound block, that's correct. Alright, so probably alright, so there should not be a... This is where we need to redo all this. There should be no path going that way. Oh, there should be, because it's inbound. No, hold on. No. That's a block. Yeah, it should be an inbound path. Now, I'm going to change some of this. I think. I'm going to redo all of these. And what I'm going to do is, if this is inbound and that's outbound, so this is inbound here, then this here this needs to I reckon that needs to do that. I feel like that's outbound and this is inbound. I feel like this here so this is path in. This is a block heading out. Heading into here. I have to come back a bit. Here would be a path coming in and a block heading out. This is going to be a outbound, so it's a bit of both, this one, unfortunately. It's a block, it's a path that way and a block. Now this is a block heading out. I'm going to put it here. There's a block heading out. That's a path coming in. So there shouldn't ever be anything coming in this way. Hold on. Center coming in, yeah. This is all, that's for the out, that's for the out, and that's this one to head to go that way. I reckon this doesn't need to be here. Because, oh yeah, that's also going to be straight outbound, I think. And then, so this is coming, this is a block. All right. Or a path coming in, so a path heading out. This one here is a block heading in. This is going to be another block heading in. Because this one here is the heading out. Yeah, that's the out, and that's the going in. So we'll deal with that later. But we're not using that. So now I think I've just got to deal with the trains that have nowhere to go. Alright. So I've got trains that can't leave. So we've got paths. What have I got here? So that's a path heading in, yeah. And that's a block heading out. So that what my issue is now is going to be at the other ends. We need to sort that out. Our power is probably all over the place now because I've done all this weird stuff. Yeah, we're having some power dips. Station unregional, yep. Alright, we're going to fix that. So some of these, the rubber and the plastic, they need to be over on the far lane. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. We're going to go now to the other ends and sort some of this out. Might be able to make this work. It's a bit of a jumble. In my head I think I know how it works, but we'll see if that's true. So that's a path going in, that's a path going in, that. Yeah, we're going to put it on that side. That's a path going in. That's a block. The block needs to be coming in, doesn't it? Yep. Right, so I don't need so that's a block going out. I don't know if I like that there. Which that's a path coming in. Yep. I don't know why it doesn't like. Well, it's going to be with these. That's a block. Should be a block coming in. Yep, so a block coming in is that way, yep. Do I have a reason why I've got a block here and there's a block there? So that's a block coming out. And we'll put a block. I might move all these up. No, yeah, no. Here. That's a block going in. No. It's a block coming out. The middle line is the outbound line. And then these are the inbound lines. Alright, so why is that? Alright, so I think this one here, this is a block heading out. And it's a path. I shouldn't have a path going in for that one, because I'm not going to have traffic coming in this way, it's only exiting, because this is the outbound lane. That's a path saying that's there. That's a block on an exit. Right. Should really make all these the same. So maybe you put block coming in, block coming in. These a bit better. Right. that's a block going out. This is a block coming in. Yep. Right, so this is outbound, inbound, and inbound. Outbound, inbound. So inbound, outbound, and inbound. Alright, this is where all this changes. Right, so the way this is going to work, what are you? Plastic unload, you should be able to get there. Let's find out why I can't get there. Let's fix these signals. So, can't get past, still can't find its way. Here we are. It's going to be to do this here. I'm going to say the path is correct, because that's path is inbound. I'm going to put, there's a block exit. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to put that. That's a path coming in. That's a block. Right, so is it... I'm curious, this... Yeah, this is it. This is the issue here. Yeah, because that was missing. That turning juncture join thing. I'm going to head back and just keep fixing up what I need to fix up out here. Yeah, see, that fixed that one. It had an issue. And another one coming through now. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to make some changes here. Right, so this one here, I want coming over to here, like that, and I want that there, and I don't want that there. That's going to go to there. Alright, I've got a couple of little things to sort out here. I don't need this one there. Right, so now we have so I've got a path coming in. No. A path coming in this way. A block here. A block here. can I... So this would be a path coming in, a path coming in, and a block heading out. And then I would have a block coming out and a path heading in. Yes, it's looking better. I think things are going to start working a lot better. Alright, all of these I'm going to fix up. So a block heading in, a block heading in, and a path heading out. No, a block heading out. Hold on. It's supposed to be a block heading in. So then this is supposed to be a path. Oh, these two are going to go. Because I've got them all here. Yep, they're all here. Except that piece of track there can go. Oh no. Oh. No, that's right. Only thing I don't like is how this works here, like this. I'll come back and fix that. Alright, there's a few things to change here. Let's just get rid of them all and redo them all. So we're going to have a block heading in, and a block heading in, and a path heading in. So that means this one here needs to go over to here as well. And yep, and then so this is going to be, I'm going to have a path coming in, a path coming in, and a block heading out. This is going to have this is going to be interesting because I have a block going that way, a block going that way, and a path and a path. So that all of that should be okay. And then we just have to keep going this way because I've got to fix it for the sulfur. So we've got block going out, and a block coming in, and a block coming in. We'll have a block in, block out, block in, we've got block in, block out, block in. Got a block in, a block out, and a block in. So we've got a block in, out, and in. Got a block in, out, and in. Alright, so up here, where this changes, we'll have a so we've got a, we'll do it from here. So we've got a path that way, and a block this way, and a block this way, and then does that drop down? No, I keep it there. And I would have I've got a block going out and a path coming in. Oops. And a path coming in. Now let's go and find out where my issues are and resolve them. There's going to be a couple still, I think. But I hope I've made it so there'll be no... can't get there. We've got two paths coming in and one path coming out. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's what we're going to stick with. So let's go and find where the issues are and resolve them. And we'll get back on the... we'll see how it goes. Oh, hold on. Need to be on the right rail if we're going to be driving into town. It'll be something simple. Some of it's working, which is great. Do you have trains coming and going? There are some stuck, and that's what we need to work out. So I think the sulfur is having an issue. So what have I got? A block coming in and a path going out. Yep. What's your problem? I just fixed you. You should be working. So it gets to here and it can't. So I've got the block leaving. Yep. I've got the path coming in. Yep. That's the block leaving. That's the path coming in. The previous signal was red, that path's not working. Yeah, just trying to work it out. So I think What we might do, yeah, it's this one here. It's this little join here. Signals are unable to make the next stop. Babs? So this path signal can that not? That's a path going that way. Sometimes you need to set the signals again after you set the rails again. Yep, I'll give that another go. That's a block. I think the northwest one is the faulty one. That should be a path coming in. Signaling problem. Sulfur 3 unload, sulfur 3 load. That's the one I want, and so they're on the same network. Because it does not create two colours on the path. Rightio. Yeah, so I can't put that there. I don't know why, but I'm just going to do that. You mean the northeastern one, right? The purple one. I mean, it's just between there and it's an independent path. The two to the right, these two. Yeah, there's something wrong with this one, isn't there? I think. Yeah, I think. I think it's this here. Right, this looks wrong. I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. I wanted to... Yeah, I think that's what's going on. The signal should be separate colours. Yep. I'm a little bit red-green colourblind, so sometimes what looks really obvious to you isn't that obvious to me, unfortunately. That's a path. That's a block. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to figure out. I'm trying my best. Your help is handy, don't get me wrong. But I don't know what you mean by two colours. That's the only thing. Like I can see... Like I can see a line on the top of that track. Alright, let's try... Oh man, I get very frustrated with that. You can't put the path and the block and the run in the same place. If you continue east on the right side, the path does not create a different colour, so it might need a block signal. Rightio, we'll have a look at that. Let me just... Because I have... That's a block coming in. That's a path heading in. Not there. So that's a block coming out. A path heading in. That might have fixed it. I think so. Maybe. You also need to make sure you start the path just before the rail switch. Probably if you put it on the switch itself, it might get buggy. It could be what's going on there. So I've got a path heading in. still red, so the path doesn't work. Yep. And I've got a block heading out of it. So coming out of here, that's a block heading that way. That's a block signal. Oh, let's just go block that way, path here, a path here. We'll get rid of this one and this one. So we just made it really open it up. There are 3 separate sections of track. That's a block heading inbound. There's a block heading inbound. That's a block. And that's a path. And the path is heading in toward outbound, towards there. Now the right eastern path signal switches colour, so that works. So that's a path coming in. So there's a path here. That's a block heading out and a path heading in. Could be something further on down the line, maybe. Let's get on the track and see what happens. Try to use 2 path signals for the bidirectional track the train is on. No, I think it's further down the line because we've left that location now. I'm well away from it. Now it's still not reachable, so there must be something further down. But we've thanks for your help on that area there. We definitely got that intersection sorted out with the colours correct. It'll just be an annoying thing somewhere. I'm redoing all the signals, so it'll just be something simple. But narrowly avoided a collision. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. But I didn't mean to turn into here. Signal could be here. That was red there. No. got... No, here we are. Right. Yeah. This is where my problem's going to be. But there's one way for sure. Oh, I know why. Yeah. Yep. Here's the reason why. This needs to get on to... No, it just should be right. No, that should be going there. That's one big intersection. That's a path heading in. It's a block heading out. And that's a block heading out. That didn't turn. Yeah, there's a problem back there. Because it should have turned then. Oh, here we go. Ooh! Ooh! That was close. There's no let straight ahead there. Alright. I need to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so... Yeah, look, that signal's still there. So let me just do this. Get rid of that. Do that. And do that. Yep. And this one's only, yeah, left and right. And this one, yep. It's either, yep, that's correct. Hold on, that one should theoretically go 3 ways. Yeah. All right. I think we're possibly good now. Oh, there we go. That was the cause of our problems. It's good though. I'm glad I got it sorted. Great job. It's very hard to notice invisible faults. It is, isn't it? It's good that those arrow signals are there. Getting out and testing those is a good way to try and narrow down what's happening. They're a bit annoying. I think that's the last one that wasn't working. Now I can get back to beautifying these train lines so they're not floating in the air. Thanks very much for your help, it's much appreciated. Oh, it's been a while since we've taken a load from here because that's an impure node and that box is full. Nope, not going for a ride with us, Mr. Bean. Well, no other trains are showing issues on the map, so I would say that's a success. Redoing all those signals. That's what I was working on earlier, I'll come back to that. Awesome. Now we'll see if it makes it back from here. Now it should get exit on the middle lane. Nice. CSS, hello, welcome. Good to see you there. Coming right up behind us so that all the block signals are working correctly. How's it going? Not too bad, thank you. We're figured out, I redid how the trains work on these tracks, had to redo all the signals and found a couple of dodgy signals, but it's working nicely now. I want to level that track out back there though, I think. What about yourself? What's going on? it's working as expected. Then we get back to the beautification. Right, this is a... what is it? $45. Well, it's the other way around, of course. I can probably do that. Yeah, so it's from there, isn't it? Hold on. Yeah, it's from there. That's annoying. Not much been playing The Last Caretaker. Have you played that yet? I have not. I have not. I have kind of restricted myself from playing any other games. I want to finish this playthrough before I jump into any more games, which is we're getting there. But I'm not rushing it, taking my time. I have seen a few people play it. Right. It's a fun game? Okay, nice. That's the main thing. As long as you're having fun, then the game is doing what it should do. It's gonna be like that, is it? That's how it's gonna be. Alright. I don't like this one. Do that. I reckon if I do... yeah, right, that was there. That's what was there, wasn't it? That's that one there. Hard to get it sometimes on the right. It doesn't look right, and then you get down there and it's perfect. Where's the straight bit? There, so I've got one more to go. And then that one. No, that way. I might put, I don't do any there, so we'll do oh, it's perfect time for a save. Go over this way. Yeah, that's definitely what I was after. What's up, mate? Coming up for a pat? Up you get. Good boy. Hey? Who's a good boy? What have you been up to? Bit of a warmer day for you today, isn't it, mate? Eh? Good to see you not slobbering all over my desk. How's Randy been? Yeah, not too bad. Trying to think. He had an eye operation a while ago, but that was a while ago. Since then, he's been fine. He just had you wouldn't even know, he had a sty removed from his eyelid. You were in a cone for a couple of weeks there, weren't you? Well, that wasn't fun. No, it wasn't fun at all. No. No. Alright. No, not finished yet. Alright. You got lots of oil in your hair. Alright, come on. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright. Let's get going at this. probably do a template of this in a minute. Won't be hard to do. Let's go over here. That one. All right. Right, that to here. Okay, and then here. I struggle to get this. Default's better than blueprint for some reason sometimes. Alright, and now I think if you get under it, it's just never straightforward. Just a lot of moving. And you'd think I could somehow... I think it's because I've got multiple blueprints. Like there's a train line blueprint above me. I think that's the best I'm gonna get in terms of speed. Oh, geez, I'm chewing through my steel beams. It's 234 a pop. Woods, hello, welcome. I hope all is well. It is, thank you. I hope the same for you. How are you doing today? That's the one I want. Let's do that again. Nice. It's going good. You just started playing this on Xbox yesterday. Oh, very exciting. I have played a little bit with the controller support previously. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed how they put it together for the game. I think it's... if I was playing it on console, I think it'd be manageable. I have thought about playing it, buying a console and playing it as well for a bit of a challenge. CSS, off to bed, no worries. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. Nice. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Ooh. Overlaps. No, I'm not happy with that. It's big or small? Yeah, I suppose. Looks like my steel beam production could be better. I might just go and sloop them. For the intermediate time being. While I'm working on all this steel stuff. And I'll take the sloops out later. Better retrieve my train. One of these buildings is steel beams. I think it's this one ahead of me. This is one. Do we have any? No, I've got no summer slips. It's a pointless endeavour. I do have some, but I don't want to take them out because I'll forget and then I won't make my coupons. I need 3, I think. There's 2 summer slips there. And there's 2... There's a chance that there's 2 in this area here. Go for a bit of a look. Yeah, I don't know. Because that could be all there, but this one here, it says 2 and they're overlapping areas, but then again it's a big area. Let's cheat. Not that full screen. Alright, so there's one there. And there's one here. And there's one here. Alright. Oh, this map is huge? Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for you. But it is a little bit big. Where am I here? And I reckon there's one this way. It's so I don't know if you know, there's 4 different start locations. It's all the same map. It's just 4 different start locations. Right. There it is. Yep, you started the recommended one. Yeah, Grassfields is great. It's a good spot. They've all got their pros and cons. This is the rocky desert. What are you stuck on? Just wondering, I should go over this one over here first. Here's my conveyor spirals. Old school. Where's this summer sleep? Here it is. Is there any tips you could share? I would say don't listen to what people tell you about how you should do the game and you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. Samurai, hello, welcome. Just play it and enjoy it. The biggest tip would be to do the research in the MAM. That's definitely... And don't rush. Because when you rush ahead, you don't automate all the things and you just sit there at a bench manually crafting. Just automate it. It doesn't have to be doing a massive amount, just enough to make some. And then when you need the next thing made, don't use the ones you've automated. Make another production line of them. And then that'll mean you always got what you need. If that makes sense. Rightio. There's one more around here somewhere. It's a cave or something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can share. But I don't want to spoil too much, if you know what I mean. I wonder if it's in the tunnel. Yeah, I think it's in the tunnel. It's got to be. New to my channel and Linux as well, just going through your portable OBS video and love your work there. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got to get I've been a bit distracted recently. I haven't got a chance to get back to properly setting up my streaming PC, my gaming PC. No, my recording PC to do to be running on Linux. The next week or two, I should be able to get over to that. But it's just a matter of finding time, working and all that. Get some goodies while I'm here. But yeah, I do want to do another video on dual booting Windows and Linux. Setting up a simple bash script and a batch file, so you can just when you want to dual boot into Windows or Linux, you don't have to sit there at the BIOS pressing the button to choose your bootloader. You can you can actually tell the BIOS which one you want to boot into next and not make it permanent. Are you still in traction running Win and Linux? So everything is still Windows at the moment, but I will be. The goal is to have Linux. Wow, look at these guys up here. I've never seen that before. Yeah, the goal is to have streaming PC running on Linux, my recording PC running Linux, and my gaming PC. It's just I've got a few different components and I'm just taking my time to make it happen. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Alright, where's this summer slip? I'm very close to it. There it is. Yeah, but yeah, in between working and streaming and having to look after your lawns and all that sort of stuff, I just haven't had the time to get it all happening 100%, but I'm on my way, and I'll be putting out more videos as I go along that. So what Linux did you choose? What flavor of Linux did you try? Are you trying? Oh, I've got my 3 summer slips I wanted. You're working through some KCOS at the moment. Excellent. Yeah, they've all got their pros and cons and likes and dislikes. I've been using Bazite But I like all my video editing and all my work like that. I've been doing all that in Linux. Haven't been doing it in Windows. So outside of streaming, I'm making good use of Linux. And very happy with the how it's all going. Alright, I think it's this one over here. All my buildings are the same. We need to do something about that at some point. Yep, this is the one. Right. So we should be going from, yep, we'll be making 90 a minute instead of 45. And that'll just help for a bit. And that's been building up. Yep, that's a Mark 3. Alright, let's get back to our train line business. Where are we going to go? Go this way. I have been trying to get my head around audio in Linux, Pipewire, and that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's supposed to be on this track. Alright, let's head back out. Do you know if it's possible to run portable OBS on an external device? In Windows, yes. Most definitely. That's really the whole point of it in Windows. On Linux, it shouldn't be an issue, because as long as that home environment variable you're using that I set in the I demonstrated, as long as that's pointing to, yeah, it's just a storage device. It shouldn't matter. It just depends on the speed sometimes. But I have done it myself on Windows. So in Linux it shouldn't really matter. If you have the same distro and Flatpak, how about, yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah, because you would need to make sure that you do have the same, all that same stuff installed. If it's Flatpak installed, then it shouldn't matter. But yeah, that home directory is obviously just where your configs live. It's not where all the installation is. Yeah, it's a bit of a, I don't know, trial and error, that one. That should be perfect. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, yeah, it's a double. Oh, yeah, it's a double. Alright, so here we're going to need, what do we got? These ones. That one there. That's the straight one. Right, that to there. Right, that gets me out to here, I think. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't want to overdo it. Right, and just join these together. Feels a bit odd, that one, but anyway. Just, it is what it is. Not all perfect. And no one's going to know except me. There we go. Alright. Might do this one differently in a sec. Let's have a look. So there is going to be that one, I think. No, it's not what I wanted. That's what I want. Are you making any videos on home office network file shares? No, not at the moment. I use a QNAP, a couple of QNAP NAS units, and they just kind of just work for me. I don't have to think about much. But there is a really good article by Bazite, by the Bazite devs on manning network shares. It works really well. Put that here. But I might do a video on that in particular, but it won't be about setting up a file server, so to speak. But let me have a look. Give me 1 sec. It's not that on there. Where is it? I don't have those links. Let me have a look. Yeah, no, I'm not on that computer. Let me check one more thing. Ah. All right, this link here will give you the information I was talking about. All right, you're new to Linux OS, but have you experienced the IT command terminal? Right here. Look, I have spent a bit of time in the past in Linux with computer monitoring with Nagios. So I have spent a bit of time in Linux, but I had a break from IT for a few years. So I haven't really. It's quite a bit has changed since I was last using Linux. So I definitely understand how to use the terminal and all that sort of stuff. But there's a lot of things that have changed in that time window. So it's been a learning experience again. And I would have to say that Linux has certainly come quite a ways as a contender for Windows. But there is still some things that are just are very technical. And if you're not a technical person, they can be difficult to grasp. And it's no one's fault. It's just how it is. They sure have minimized the barrier to entry. Yeah, I really like. You might have heard me say Bazite a few times now. The Bazite team have really made that new experience very nice. But then you've got other teams like Linux Mint, you know, they do a great job of providing a Windows experience. To a new user. Alright. That's a what? That's still, yeah. I'm curious, how did you find my video? Were you looking for something about ABS portable mode? Because it is a somewhat niche video category. Yeah, you install Bazzite on your son's computer since it's harder to break the ecosystem. Yep. Okay, that's from there. No, it's this one here. I'm just going to leave that there. And we'll do... that one there. No, I don't like that. That's it. And we'll do one on this one. No, not that one. Does a weird thing. Nope. That's better. Right, that's the one there. Some of this is a bit unusual. It is what it is. Oh, I kind of see why. Yeah. Oh well. Let's finish this one off. Oh, that's not it. He was looking at how to install OBS plugins in GitHub on Casey Arch, new video popped up. Ah, right, cool, nice. The Alright, I reckon that's gonna be it for me for today. I've still got to do up there and around the corner, and I'm a bit tired. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. The trains are working nicely now. I'm glad we got that sorted out. I'll put a train on this track and see where it takes us. We'll go back to the base. Get rid of that in the next episode. I want to flatten that about a bit. That bump in the train line I'm not happy with. Thanks for your time. Look forward to more videos and may see you back on stream. Thanks very much for dropping in and saying hi. Appreciate it. It's nice to meet someone new. Alright. Sort of spin us around the corner because that's the only way this one goes. Oh, you're gonna crash. Nice. I do like me a nice crash. That one's not in operation yet, so it's alright. Just a little scratch in the paintwork. What was that? Might as well go to the roof. All the way to the top. Alright. We'll see how many coupons we earned today. And batteries are running by themselves. I haven't checked back up on them, but we should have more coupons because of batteries. We're getting a few of them. 5? Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's have a look here. Rightio. Well, in today's episode, we started working on tidying up the train lines we built to get the sulphur in the other day. I wanted to get the train tracks supported nicely, and also the trains kept playing up because of the changes I made last episode. So we redid all the signals, and it's working much better now. Made a few changes to how the train lines connect in and out, but I really like how it works now. It's a lot better than what I had it previously. I actually know what's going on. And then we went back to continuing tidying up those train lines. We've still got a little bit of that to do. We'll probably finish that in the next episode. We'll see how we go. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.